Hi, this is Sandy. There are only a few days left to register for Soul Centered Living. I've been busy working on the course and the content, and I'm really excited with what I've put together. It's based on a lot of my experience. If you know me, you know one of the biggest obstacles I have in running an online course is marketing. I don't want to be in your face all the time, sending you 2 or 3 emails a day telling you to sign up and trying to manipulate you in any way to purchase a course. But I really believe that there are a lot of you who would benefit from this course. So I decided to give you a few details about the course to help you decide. And this will be my second last email. I'll send you one more on Friday just to nudge you if you are still thinking about it. And then the cart closes and the course begins next week. Soul Centered Living runs for 8 weeks. It's mostly self directed, so if you want to do the course on your own, you can sign up for it and do it at your own pace. Every other Monday from September 30th to November 11th, a new session will be released. The material will be posted on a password protected website page. You'll receive an email with the details when each lesson is released. On the alternate weeks, I will be hosting a Zoom call to work through any questions or anything that surfaces for you during the week that you've been going through the course material. Session 1, the first week, is your introduction to soul centered living. In this module, I'm going to take you through a time of focusing on what your values are, what your beliefs are, your reality, and some other areas of your life that really define who you are. It's not about who you think you should be, it's about getting honest about the truth of who you are and really honing in on what matters to you now. The second week is called Soul Centered Attunement. And in this week, we really start to look at how you can align who you are with the way you live, the decisions you make. It's where the rubber hits the road, so to speak. Most of us are living with a huge amount of cognitive dissonance in our lives. We say we want to be a certain way. This, most often comes up with maybe weight or finances or education or changing jobs or where you live, all of those things that we want to change in our lives. And yet we continue in the same patterns and making the same kinds of choices over and over again in our lives. We really are creatures of routine. And in this session on attunement, we're going to talk about alignment. We're going to talk about how you make decisions. We're going to talk about discernment and intuition and all of the factors that go into really aligning your life to reflect who you are. The third session is soul-centered relationships. All true learning and development happens in the context of relationships. We don't do it on our own. You might be taking this course on your own, but actually transferring that learning into your life will involve other people. The people in our lives can either hold us back or spur us on. Studies on social influence indicate that who we surround ourselves with matters. We used to say that you are the average of the 5 people that are closest to you, but studies now show that that reach goes far beyond 5 people, that we're influenced by people who are friends of people we know. We don't even have to be in proximity to them to be influenced by them. So, who we surround ourselves with is so important, and the people in our lives and the things that we open ourselves up to really matter. In this module, we're going to take a look at relationships, including conflict, boundaries, and a few other juicy areas. For a lot of women I know, this is the hardest part of the program. We're always afraid of disappointing people and not living up to their expectations. And so we're going to get serious about the relationships in our lives and how they're either supporting us or holding us back. The final session, session 4, is about soul-centered practices. And in this module, we're going to explore practices to support you in living a soul-centered life. You've done the work of figuring out what's most important to you, but you know and I know that we live in a culture that gives us a lot of soul-sucking messages. So how do you keep grounded? How do you keep attuned to your soul? I've got a lot of ideas and insights to inspire you in this session. If you're interested in being part of a group of women who are doing this work together, you can register at soulcenteredliving.ca or even just email me, sandy@sandyreynolds.com, and I'll send you the information to help you register. Thanks for listening to this overview of soul-centered living, and I really hope you'll consider joining us on the journey.